Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to TBCS, aka the best car show. Today we're coming to you one day late, which we apologize, and there's only two of us. Technical difficulties, so try to understand and make sure hit subscribe and press like, remember that. And what do we got today?
We got some good news, we got bad news, and we have a bunch of rumors to make up for the day that we missed.
Yep, that's right. And today we're going to start off with sad news again. Last week we had the final edition Evo. And today we have the final Vipers. The Vipers most likely coming to the end of production in 2017. Fiat Chrysler has decided that it's not making them enough profit, not enough being sold. In September, they had an 8% drop in sales from last year, which is hurting their bottom line, and at the end of the day, I think it's just a business for them, and they try to save it by dropping the price by $15,000, and it still didn't sell well enough. And as a whole, Vipers, they sold about just over 700 Vipers in a year, which is pretty bad numbers actually for supercars and stuff like that. But the contract with the assembly line which produces the Viper is coming to an end in 2017, and so far it doesn't look like it's going to get re-signed, so it'll be a sad death of a great sports car.
Kind of sucks. Biggest production engine we had going for
yeah, it was
5 liters.
It's from the very beginning. It was a great car, huge engine, a lot of power. But
I think what made it good was it had the soul aspect of the car.
it was just aggressive. It had a personality. It was there to feel the car. People said to save the car, maybe add automatic version, but I think that would be going against what the Viper stands for. The Viper is supposed to be a track-ready, aggressive car. And it's always been that, and I really hope they don't go back on it. If they're supposed to go out, I say go out, you know.
Go out.
Go out.
Your heritage.
Yeah, hold on to your heritage, don't let go of that. It's a big thing, and we love that about the Vipers. Next story, we have Ferrari news. TDF, Ferrari TDF, Tour de France, which pays homage to the legendary Tour de France track, which Ferrari really dominated in the 50s and 60s. They beefed up the F12's engine from 740 horsepower to 780 horsepower and torque from 690 to 705. And the interesting about the torque is 80% of the torque will be available already at 2,500 RPM, which means you're gonna have instant power. And to add on to that, you're gonna have a 7-speed Formula One dual clutch gearbox. So you're gonna have some nice performance out of that car. It's gonna be crazy good. For top speed, you're gonna see 211 miles an hour. 0 to 62 will be dealt with in a quick 2.9 seconds. 0 to 124 in 7.9 seconds. And then you have also braking figures from 60 to 0 in 38.5 meters. And from 124 miles an hour to 0 in just 121 meters, which I think, even by supercar standards, that's actually really well. And now on to some rumors. McLaren, we all know the legendary P1, which we here at the show love, but the next step would be the 670 LT, which is also a monster. We also love
track spec of the 650S.
Yeah, it's basically a giant monster with top speed of 205 miles an hour. It has 675 horsepower and 666 bhp from a twin turbo V8, which I think just says it all. It's definitely quick and powerful. 0 to 60, just like the Ferrari, it is done in 2.9 seconds. So it's very impressive stat-wise. But now the demand for a Spider version has gotten so great that it looks like McLaren's gonna fold and it's gonna come through, and you're gonna be seeing a Spider version coming real soon. Now in other news, we have
BMW. So BMW is releasing another M car, and they're calling it the M2. The thing about the M2 is it's going to be a small little BMW M model that's going to be good for cornering, mainly just cornering. It's going to have 365 brake horsepower.
Which I think is still decent.
It's still pretty good, it's up there. You're going to have 343 pounds-feet of torque, and its 0 to 60 time is going to be a 4.2 seconds, which is pretty up there for the sports car range.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So BMW is going crazy and trying to make as much M cars now as possible, so majority of the people that aren't as wealthy could at least enjoy some of their sport models.
Yeah, it's basically the M3s I think are getting too expensive and the
Yeah.
M4s are crazy expensive. They just put in another step on the M ladder.
So they're going crazy with all these different M cars being released. And in connection with that, the new 2015 Need for Speed game, which looks completely awesome,
Really dope, awesome.
going back to underground roots, is gonna have a license with BMW to have they're gonna be the first ones to have the car in the game. So no other Forza series, they're not probably gonna have it for a while until the contract expires. Which I think is pretty dope for a game that has that much customization. People are going to be able to throw on rocket bunny kits and all that stuff.
You're going to see a lot of cool customizations, and I think it'll be one of the cars that you can unlock, sooner, and it'll be just, I think it'll be really good thing. And now on to more rumors, I think, right?
More rumors, yeah.
Yeah.
So, got another rumor for you. Ford, the new Ford GT. Everyone loves it, hates it or loves it.
Yeah.
Well, rumor reports that the new Ford GT is going to be getting a new set of wheels. They're going to be carbon fiber, just like with the new high-end Shelbys. The new wheels will be stronger than alloys, and the best part is it's going to save at least about 60 pounds of weight, which in the supercar world, that's what matters. Weight to horsepower ratio.
Yep.
The only problem is it's going to cost a bit of cash. And there's no price tag on it.
Not yet, but it's gonna be a ridiculous cost.
It's gonna still make the GT better.
Yeah, it will make it better, it will make it lighter, and I think what Ford is really doing is trying to be innovative in the industry, which I think with the carbon fiber wheels is a really good idea, and I think it will pay off for them. And you could expect other manufacturers to follow their lead, I think.
True. And now, with one more rumor for you. For all the JDM fanboys out there that love the RX9 and its rotary, well, at the Tokyo Motor Show, Mazda has announced a new concept called the RX9 rotary.
It'll be a new RX9 concept with a rotary engine, yeah.
Yeah, so, this is going to bring back maybe some of those old feelings with the RX-7s that people had. The only thing is it's going to have a stage 2 turbos, electric turbos, and it's going to have some hybrid technology.
So it's coming up with the times, like with all the other cars.
Fuel efficient.
Like the new Supra.
Yeah.
Also
the T something. Yeah.
Yeah, which I personally don't really like that much. I think they did it not well. But there were teaser shots released of the RX9, and I think they're pretty tasteful and really good.
And it's going to be having 450 horsepower, which it's like
gonna be great.
M4 competitive.
Yeah.
So it's getting Mazda's trying to get back into the sports
game. Yeah.
MX-5 was huge and all that.
So this week we had some rumors for you. We had some cool Ferrari facts, but I think the story of the day was the Viper. Really sad.
Yeah, that's second time too.
Yeah, second time.
Second time they gave it a shot in production and they went down.
But from us at the Best Car Show, that is it for this week. Adios.